We are back, episode 16. I think this is gonna be a pretty quick one. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be sloppy though because we didn't prepare that much. But how's it going, Luke?
What's up? Man, you started that kind of out of nowhere. I was like,
Yeah, we are currently watching the Jets versus Jaguars game. It is on the 1 minute and 52 mark for me. But what about you? How far am I behind?
I'm on 135.
Wow. Okay. Strevler is destroying everybody.
Streveler's a god, bro. I don't know how Streveler has not been starting over Zach Wilson.
I never knew this guy existed. Luke claims that he's a legend, but
He is. Dude. He parties like crazy.
well, since we're on the topic of TNF and it's the first topic, it segues perfectly into itself. Jaguars at Jets, Jets minus 2.5. I had the Jets and they're getting blown out. And
Yeah. I think I was wondering if we needed to check you into a mental hospital because that was an insane pick.
yeah, I mean, like a few minutes into the game, I was like, "Oh, good thing I picked the Jags." And then I'm like, "Wait a second, I didn't pick the Jags. It starts with a J, but no, I picked the Jets because I actually thought the Jets were going to win off of their great defense."
Yeah. Nah. Anybody that's seen Zach Wilson is like, ah, yeah, he's not winning
Yeah.
anything.
So that means let me see what the record is. I wonder if you can you still catch up?
Who?
Prediction
Me?
records. Let's see. So Thursday night football, I am 10 and 5 and you are 6 and 9. But after tonight I will be 10 and 6 and you will be 7 and 9. So 3 behind. So yeah, you can tie with me, I think. I think you could tie, right?
Yeah, you've had a really bad like
Yeah, I've
second
had a
half.
really bad run and you had a really great run.
Hmm.
Um I used to do a lot
See,
of research in the beginning and then I like just I was blowing you out, so I'm like
yeah,
whatever.
and I still did the same thing. Oh look, CJ Beathard's on the field. Anyway,
You've been doing the same thing, yeah.
I've been doing the same thing the
It's the
whole time.
it's the
The thing
calibration.
is, the first half of the season in the NFL was all out of sorts. It was all crazy, and now
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
correcting itself.
Yeah.
And I now I'm good. So
All right, so that was TNF. News, the waiver stuff. What's going on? You're
nothing.
probably not there yet. No, no, no. A lot of things happened. Oh, they're taking knees. The game was over. They're
Yeah,
taking
CJ
knees.
Beathard.
All right,
Uh,
Jags are taking knees. All right, I can
just Mike
exit out of
White.
that thing.
Um, what did happen? I picked up Lamar, and then I immediately dropped him for Daniel Jones. You dropped Gino and picked up Kirk.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of other stuff
Jerome
happened.
Jerome got KJ Osborne.
Okay.
That was interesting. There was some kicker action. Oh, you got Jahan Dotson. That's interesting.
Yeah, I feel
And
like
Zonovan Knight. Yeah,
weren't
that
there
was
more
pretty much
stuff?
it. Yeah, not much really
Brent
happened.
Maher for Nick Folk. Oh, that's what
Right up.
you already said that. I think no, there was more. I think there was more, but there was just so much that it cut off, right? Oh no,
No,
no, that was it.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Wow, I felt like there was more. What the heck?
It's because you did a bunch of stuff, so
Oh,
you.
it's 'cause I did a bunch of stuff on Sleeper, I think, and I felt like it was everywhere. I
Oh,
did so much on Sleeper 'cause I haven't touched it for a long time. So that was quick. All right, cool. That was it for waivers.
oh, shout out
Um,
Philly adding Evan Engram. Great ad.
oh, and is he starting him?
Well, it doesn't matter, but
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
if he had done that 3 weeks ago, it would have been
Oh
huge.
yeah, 'cause his season is basically over in fifth, I believe. So he gets the
Yeah,
fourth pick. Yeah, good for him, I guess. Kind of.
it's
Well,
it is. Oh yeah, he gets. Yeah,
it's not great. You're not like winning the league and you're not losing it and you're just in the middle. It's just like whatever. Your season
yeah,
just
it's
ends
kind of the
earlier and
worst.
it's totally neutral.
Yeah, that's kind of like the worst place to be.
Yeah, it's probably the
You're
yeah.
just like, I get like not a great pick. I didn't win anything, and you're just there. Kind of sucks, but whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Fourth pick is whatever. Um okay, what is next? Oh yeah. So we're gonna do me and Luke are gonna do over unders. We're gonna do over unders for the fantasy each fantasy team that's in the playoffs using the current ESPN projection as the over under. I haven't looked at these yet. I know you have already, so you might be quicker. Luckily this first game is already over, so the projections are set. So who are we doing first?
Let's see your matchup because that's the easiest.
All right.
All right, I have João hitting the over. So right now
Wait,
he's
hold up. Pause. We can do the fantasy predictions at the. Actually, no. Let's do it separate because of the chapters. Never mind. Let's do it separate.
yeah. All right,
Continue.
so João, I have he's projected 116.9.
Yeah.
I think he gets more than that. He's at 16 points right now. For some reason, João, if you're listening to this, I want you to send in the chat right now. I want you to at me, and I want you to give me a 3 paragraph essay about why you decided to start Zay Jones over literally anybody else.
After Luke specifically pinged you and told you to bench Zay Jones,
Zay Jones is probably the worst start
the do not start
in
of the week.
in the week, probably of the season. If I'm being honest, like he's coming off 2 really good games, 3 really good games, and like unsustainable games, and he's playing against an amazing defense.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
and
so yeah, the over under for him is 116.9. You say he hits the over, right?
yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and say he hits the under actually.
really,
Yep.
you think that
I
Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill are gonna combine for more than like 60 points?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna combine for more than 60 points. Thank you very much. Come on, man, have faith in the New York Giants defense.
Uh, I do, just not in their secondary.
All right, so yeah, I got the under for Joao, and you got the over. Wow, what a voice
Yeah,
crack.
the Giants are on their backup safety. So
Wow.
yeah, and
So
then for
now,
you,
yeah.
this is a weird projection. You're projected 143,
Why is it weird?
because it makes it really annoying to try to predict an
Because it's
over or
pretty
under.
balanced, right? It's like perfect.
No, it's too high. So
Oh,
then if
so
I
you're
pick
gonna
the
say under?
over, if I pick the over, it's like, oh, you're just looking for like 150 points, which is crazy to project that. So I'm gonna take the under because
Well, it sounds to me like you're describing a well set spread, right?
no, because it's I'm
It's
never gonna.
easy to
Why would
pick
I
the
do
under
that?
for you?
It's like whenever
Oh,
there's
it's
like a
like picking the
football
field,
game
yeah.
and the over under is like 60 points, and it's like, okay, I'm taking the under because
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, I get you.
never happens.
Yeah. I mean, so I think it's pretty safe to pick the under because it's a lot can cause it to be under is basically what I'm saying. But I'm actually picking the over because so this is the stat that I wanted to bring out that I said before the show that I had a stat that I really wanted to mention. And actually I was gonna ask you this question now that I'm looking at these notes. Derrick Henry over under 28 points. What do you got for Derrick Henry?
Who's he playing? Houston
The
under.
Houston. You got the under for 28 points for Derrick Henry Houston.
Yeah,
Okay. I got the over and I'll tell you why. I think you know why, but I don't know if
the
everyone
Houston
else knows why.
Texans are terrible,
It's because the Houston Texans are terrible. But listen to the last 4 games that Derrick Henry played against Houston. In each of those 4 games, he had at least 200 yards and at least 2 touchdowns in each of those 4 games. The f- the furthest one, which was the end of 2019, I believe, 39.1 fantasy points. The next one, 40.4 fantasy points. The next one, 35 fantasy points. And then the one this season, 35.8 fantasy points, which was also with Malik Willis, the backup quarterback, who he's going to have this week as well, the backup quarterback. So he's been averaging 37.6 points against Houston. That is insane. That's
yeah,
crazy.
and I counter that with sustainability.
I guess, but it's also a cold game, and I was reading about the stats when it's cold, and the running backs get more yards after contact when it's cold because no one wants to tackle them.
And
It's
also, Derrick Henry, the Titans are in a playoff picture. The Texans are
or
by
not,
far the worst team in the NFL.
not
So,
counting the last 2 weeks.
if you score 2 touchdowns, you're up by like 17 points by the end of the first half. I mean, you rest Derrick Henry. You don't play him anymore.
Probably, but I don't think that's
Your
gonna
best
happen. The
player.
spread is only -3, so it's close, and they kept it close with Cowboys, and they kept it close with the Chiefs, so I don't see why they wouldn't do the same with the Titans.
Yeah. Well, I gave you a reason for this before we started this. Uh, Texans didn't have any film without, Brandon
Yeah, the
Cooks,
film.
Dameon Pierce, Derek Stingley. Now there's 2 games worth of film without all those guys. I don't see how the Titans could lose this. Also, Vrabel's a great coach, so
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I set the over under at 28, so we'll see how close it was to 28. I'm feeling pretty good about it. But it's not just about Derrick Henry. It's all my matchups are just goaded. And
mhm.
and this is a horrible weather week throughout the whole NFL. In case you guys didn't know, it's breaking a record for the last 14 years. It's the worst weather week in the last 14 years in the NFL. There's a ton of snow. There's a ton of rain. There's a ton of wind, and it's below freezing temperatures everywhere, except Arizona where Lenny's playing.
Which usually results in very high scoring games, right?
Yeah. Um. So, but
So,
But but my team is probably out of all these all out of all 8 of our teams, I think my team is the least affected by the weather this week because I got a lot of indoor players and I got a lot of West Coast players. So yeah, I'm just feeling really good about it. I'm gonna hit the over for myself. I'm gonna hit 200 points.
yeah, I think my team's pretty similarly unaffected. I only have one
And
player.
you're unbiased, so it literally
I
doesn't
only have
matter.
one player playing anywhere that's cold, so
Wow, okay. Nice.
and he's a cold weather guy, so
Yeah, not like
anyway.
not like
All right.
Tua. Oh!
Oh yeah,
Oh, wait, hold up. That goes back to Joao. How are you gonna say over when there's the Tyreek Hill thing?
because then I looked at Tyreek Hill and then I was like,
It's
yeah, it
Tyreek Hill.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, say
and
that
I'll
say that crazy stat.
yeah, so Tua is 0-4 in games where the temperature's under 50 degrees.
Yep, that's what happens when you're a Hawaiian boy, island boy.
Oh my God, no. Island boy.
All right, moving on. So, Framingham Frogs over under 120.2. What do you got?
Yeah. Um, this is kind of crazy. There's a lot of conflicting stuff going on here.
I'm looking at it now.
It's like DK Metcalf's gonna score nothing.
No, DK
He's
Metcalf is
playing
gonna get 10 to 15
he's
targets.
playing in Kansas City.
Okay, where he's gonna get 10 to 15 targets because
Where
there's
it's
no
gonna
other
be
wide receivers.
like negative 30 degrees,
No.
and the Chiefs are gonna put everybody on him. So
Well, I don't think he's gonna hit his 18 projected points, but I think he's gonna get 10 to 15 targets.
okay, but I mean you can get 10 targets and have two catches.
Yeah, that's very true.
I don't think it's. I think he's gonna have a bad game. Garrett Wilson had a bad game already. Mark Andrews is gonna be the only guy that's gonna have a good game. Him and well, actually Josh Jacobs playing against
That's
Pittsburgh,
a
so
hot take though, saying he's gonna have a good game when he hasn't had a good game in years.
huh? Yeah, yeah, where's
Mark
Mark Andrews?
Andrews, he hasn't had a
He's
good game in
still
forever.
the number two tight end. He's
Yeah,
gonna have a
because
good
tight
game.
ends don't exist this year.
He's gonna have a good game.
When was the last time he got over 13 points?
Week 6
Yeah,
against the Giants,
yeah, that's week 6
but it's
ago.
been a while since the injury, so I think he's gonna be good.
This
He's
is
playing
only
at right.
this is only, and then he has Christian Watson, who he's been amazing, but last week he was a trap. If he's a trap again, this is actually pushing me towards the under for Andrew. I think I'm taking the under here. That's crazy though. Should I really do that? What do you got? Hello?
Um,
Oh,
sorry, I was looking at Christian Watson stats and I was really confused about what I was looking at,
thought I was by
and then I
myself for a second.
realized. So yeah, I'll take the over on Andrew.
Okay, is it because I'm taking the under, or is it like, are you?
Huh? Oh no, no, I was because of Josh Jacobs and Nick Chubb.
Well, do you know what happened with Nick Chubb though? He's gonna play like kind of injured, so either Kareem Hunt is gonna eat into his workload to balance it out, or it'll be like Ramondre Stevenson when he was playing beaten up and he still got 20 something points.
Yeah, yeah, Nick Chubb.
Oh, hold up, Nick Chubb. That brings me to another thing. Nick Chubb is playing in the Browns Saints game, which the over under for that game is 32.5 points, which is the record in the last how many years? More than 10, I
The
think.
lowest points.
Yeah, it's the lowest over under this season, and it's the lowest over under in the last, like, I don't know, 10 years or something. Because the weather is so, this is the worst weather game.
Oh, and it's
So,
in Cleveland. Oh yeah.
yeah, so it's an implied points total. I think like one team gets 14 and the other one gets 18, like implied.
Yep.
So, does that still make you high on Nick Chubb?
Well, you said running backs do better in the cold.
Yeah, but this is just bad all around. Like this is just kickers, kickers, kickers.
Well, kickers would do terrible too because it'd be windy.
That's true. This is just going to be a very low scoring game. I'm still going with the under here. You got the over though,
Chubb
right?
season. Yeah, Chubb's gonna get 40 points.
All right. And then finally we got Giami Gators
Give me over,
128.6.
over, over,
Yeah, I got
over.
the let me see. Oh my God, that's a stud. That's a stud. That's a stud. That's a stud, but he has a third string quarterback. That's Hopkins. Evans garbage. Schultz, yeah. Ellie has been doing good. Broncos, Butker. Yeah, I'm going with the over.
Hmm.
I'll take the over
This
as
is
well.
easy over, easy over.
Yeah. So, okay. Interesting. So we that means we both got Gee going to the finals.
No, I still think Andrew.
But you just said,
I
"Oh
said
wait.
Andrew gets over.
Oh yeah, that's right." All right, cool. Um so yeah, I got me and Gee in the finals. Luke has João and
Andrew.
Andrew in the finals.
So that also tells you our predictions for these games. João.
Yes,
I have
yes.
João.
There you go.
And
That tells you the predictions for these games. And then for the other game, Kenneth versus Xavi. I got Xavi.
yeah, this, yeah. It's
Xavi
not a competition.
Xavi is a playoff team that didn't make the playoffs because his season is exactly like the Lions season in real life. It's crazy. Like the Lions went 1-6 and now they're 7-7. Except they might actually make the playoffs. Xavi didn't. But if he made the playoff, the Lions right now are playoff ready basically. Xavi is playoff ready, but he just didn't make it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
unfortunately.
Xavi. I think I have Xavi winning the first pick.
Well, can he?
Yes, yeah,
Or he has to
because
beat me again.
yeah, he has to beat you again. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, not
but I
again. You
already
beat
beat
him
him
last time.
before.
Yeah,
Well,
you.
yeah, but he beat me the time before that.
Yeah, but yeah, you beat him, so you sent him down, and you got a free pass to the finals. And then if he
Yeah, which
wins,
is
which I think he
actually
will.
very perfectly timed because Jalen Hurts is injured.
Oh yeah, I know, right? It's perfect timing for you. So yeah, I got him winning the first pick though. So you got yourself winning the first pick later, right?
Hmm.
But either way, you must be happy because you're getting either the first or second, which are
Yeah,
phenomenal
which I'm
either
fine
way.
with. And you
Yeah.
know, my next week matchups are pretty good for players. So
Your next what?
my next week, my matchups, they're pretty good.
Oh, I haven't seen. Um, but yeah, who are you picking 101?
101, Austin Eckler,
All right, nice, cool. Why?
because he's Austin Eckler, bro. He's a PPR god.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jerick McKinnon is too. You should pick him first.
You know what? Why not?
Yeah.
I'll go
He's
Jarek
old. You know how
McKinnon.
old he is?
31.
Dang, I didn't expect you to know.
He is, right?
Well, I don't know. I was asking, but you answered so
He's
quick.
30.
He's
30.
30. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know he was old. Um,
He's been around for a very long time. I think he used to be on the Commanders or the
hmm.
Redskins at the time.
Well, he's also going to get me 30 points, so that's going to help me get to 200. Anyway, that'll do it. I think we got everything, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And that was 19 minutes. Nice. Pretty good. So, yeah, good luck in playoffs and we will see you next week for the finals.
Yeah. Peace out.
Yes, see ya.